This story is not just about one girl.
The morning was bright that day, the kind of morning that made dreams feel real. The air smelled of fresh rain, and the red earth shimmered under the sun. Ochanya stood beside the old boss, her small bag clutched tightly to her chest. Her mother's eyes were filled with both pride and fear. "Go, my child," she said softly. "Go and learn. Education will change your life." Ochanya nodded, smiling through her tears. She was only 13, but her heart carried the weight of hope. As the bus rolled away, she looked out of the window, watching her mother fade into the distance, watching her childhood disappear behind the dust. She whispered to herself, "Mama, it'll make you proud." The city was loud. Too loud for a girl who came from the sound of birds and rustling trees. At first, everything felt magical: the tall buildings, the busy streets, the bright uniforms. She lived with people her mother trusted, a family that promised to care for her while she went to school. But promises are fragile, and kindness can be an illusion. Days passed. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, the laughter in that house faded. Her books gathered dust. Her uniform lost its shine. And the girl who once smiled at sunrise began to stare out of windows, lost in silence. No one noticed that her eyes had grown dim. No one asked why she had stopped singing. Because in a world that praises obedience, children learn to hide their pain. At school, her teacher called her name twice. She didn't answer. She was there, but her spirit wasn't. She started writing little notes to herself, words that no one else saw. In one of them, she wrote, "I want to go home." But the city was far, and the people who should have cared didn't. Sometimes at night, she would close her eyes and imagine her mother calling her name. She would smile in her dreams. Because home, to her, was not a place, it was safety. And she no longer had that. One morning, her classmates waited for her under the mango tree. She didn't come. They waited again the next day. Still, she didn't come. And when the news broke, the sky went silent. The same sun that once kissed her goodbye now hid behind dark clouds. People cried. Her mother's voice broke the air like thunder. The little girl who left for education never came home again. The world failed her. The story spread like fire. From village to village. From hearts to homes. Her name became a cry for justice. Ochanya, they called. A name that means God's favor. But what favor is it when a child's dreams end in tears? Her face appeared on posters. Candles burned in her memory. People marched. Voices rose. Women wept. Men clenched their fists. Children prayed. For the first time, a nation began to listen. And her story became more than pain. It became a mirror reflecting what must never happen again. Years have passed. But her name still carries the power to stop time. Her story whispers in every mother's prayer, in every child's laughter, in every movement that fights for justice. Ochanya's spirit lives on. Not in sorrow, but in strength. Not in silence, but in truth. She reminds the world that a child's voice is sacred, that silence is deadly, and that justice delayed is not justice denied. Now, when the wind blows across her village, the people say it carries her voice. A gentle reminder to protect what is pure. Protect them while they are small. The wind seems to say, because when we fail them, we fail ourselves. Her name was Ochanya, the girl who believed in education, in love, in people. And though her light was dimmed too soon, her story continues to shine, not as tragedy, but as truth. Please share this story, so that parents, teachers, and guardians around the world will remember. Our children's safety is not a choice. It's a sacred duty.